कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतादिने जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम
हरे कृष्णाय नमः कृष्ण यादवाय नमः यादवाय माधवाय केशवाय नमः गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन गिरिधरि गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन श्री चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत सीता हरि गुरु वैष्णव भगवत गीता श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ जय गुलदेव जय बलदेव जय बलदेव स्वामी जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा जय सुभद्रा माता जय सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भाव तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भाव तुम्हें निताय गौरांगो गौर हरि जय सचिनंदन गौर हरि पतित पावना गौर हरि जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल। राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन यमुनतीरवनचारि यमुनतीरवनचारि जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनतीरवनचारी यमुनतीरवनचारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम राम हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
हरे
Hare Hare
कृष्णा
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्णा
Hare
शिल्पा माता
Hare
जी यू वांट टू मेक मी को
Krishna
होस्ट
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Krishna
ये कंटिन्यू विथ प्रेयर्स ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा गता मह्यं ददाति स्वपदाङ्कितं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायण नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्ग्रये नमो ब्राह्मण्यदेवाय गोब्राह्मण्यहिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदाय ते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bangalam forum ta akalé ఉంది.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's Dandot Pranam. Hare Krishna, Super Prabhu Dandot Pranam. Hare Krishna, Kitchen Priya Prabhu Dandot Pranam.
Krishna Prabhu Dila Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Brahmarang Mataji Dandot Pranam. Hare Krishna, Madhusudan Prabhu Dandot Pranam. Hare
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandavad Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna, Srisha Mataji Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Danda Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Swapna Mataji Dandot Pranam. Hare Krishna, Srivali Mataji Dandot Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anandram Prabhuji Dandot Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, thank you for all joining Sunday morning. Let me start sharing my screen. Yesterday, Lilananda Prabhu has. Hope my voice is clear. Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Yes,
Clear.
Prabhuji.
Okay. So yesterday, Lilananda Prabhu, His Grace Lilananda Prabhu has given summarized, or he has gone through the puppets and the translations of Srila Prabhupada from chapter 24. Okay, we understood hellish planets. So we heard that hellish planets are very, very beautiful. Okay, very, very wealthy as well. Yeah, that's what we understood and realized. It's very, very fascinating information. Yesterday we have gone through, okay, by His Grace Lilananda Prabhu. So today we'll try to understand the glories of Lord Ananta. Just before starting Hare Krishna, Prabhuji's Mataji's, I would like to tell you one thing. I have no qualification to touch even Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. Okay, it is just the mercy of His Grace. Lilananda Prabhu, His Grace, Balagovinda Prabhu. It is just their mercy. Okay, I could understand very little of Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, and it is just all the devotees' mercy. Okay. Even today, absolutely, I have no qualification. Forget about studying or reading. I don't even know qualified to even touch, okay, the Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, the Shastras. So, with this, I would like to start. So, any mistakes on this is purely because of my difficult mind. Okay, I could not understand. Okay, any positive thing, it's all glories of Guru Parampara and Srila Prabhupada. Let me start sharing my screen. No, share button is there. Share. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hope you are able to see the presentation.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you. So this is another wonderful chapter, okay, with the translations and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So I just copy pasted of Srila Prabhupada puppets in the slides. So just to have a better format, that's all, nothing else. So we'll just go on through Srila Prabhupada puppets and try to understand from that. Okay, I am not interested to use my own language, just would like to use the same language as Srila Prabhupada and try to understand as much as we can. Hare Krishna. This section has total 3 parts. Okay, this chapter has 3 parts. So 1 to 3 slokas. Okay, the activities of Lord Ananta, about and activities of Lord Ananta. So where is this Lord Ananta is there? Okay, under all that information we'll be seeing it. And then in the sloka 4 to 5 we'll be seeing the beauty of Lord Ananta. And then the next module, which is a sloka 6 to 15, we will see the causeless mercy of Lord Ananta and the conditioned souls. So the overall, we have 3 modules in this particular chapter, and it is a it's a bit of a small chapter which has only 15 slokas. So we'll try to complete 15 slokas. If not, if we could not complete the 15 slokas, from the leftover sloka, like it will continue from the next Saturday. So the first section 1, okay, which we are going to see abode and activities of Lord Ananta. So let's go through the translation straight away. So here Sukadeva Goswami is talking to, he's telling all this to Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj. My dear king, approximately 240,000 miles beneath, okay, miles beneath the planet Patala lives another incarnation of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, where he is expansion of Lord Vishnu, is known as Lord Ananta or Lord Sankarshana. So where is Lord Ananta or Lord Sankarshana is there? He is there nearly 240,000 miles below the Patala. Yesterday we have seen that when we have seen these 14 planets, right? What is the last planet which we have seen yesterday? That is Patala, right? Yeah, under the Patala, 240,000 miles. Okay, where we have Lord Ananta. So he is always in a transcendental position, but because he is worshipped by Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva, who is worshipping Lord Shiva? Lord Shiva is worshipping Lord Sankarshana or Lord Ananta, the deity of Tamoguna or darkness. So because of that, he is deity of Tamoguna. He is sometimes called Tamasi, but actually Lord Ananta is not in Tamasi. Yeah, Lord Ananta is predominating deity of the material mode of ignorance, as well as the false ego of all conditional souls. So let's understand this. Lord Ananta is predominating deity, okay, of the material mode of ignorance, as well as the false ego of conditional souls. When a conditional living being thinks, when a conditional living being thinks, so the persons like me thinks, I am the enjoyer. What is that I am thinking? I am the enjoyer. And this world is meant to be enjoyed by me. This conception of life is dictated to him by Sankarshana. Thus, the mundane condition of souls think himself is Supreme Lord. We have this perception saying that I am the Lord, or I came here to this world, okay, to enjoy this Supreme. I want to enjoy like a Supreme Lord. So this kind of mundane condition, soul, which we are thinking, right? This conception of the life is dictated to him by Sankarshana. So there is a class of men. Here, let us understand the purport what Prabhupada is saying. There is a class of men akin to Mayavadi philosopher who is misinterpret the Aham Brahmasmi. So here, Ham Vedic mantra means to him is I am the Supreme Person. What is that Aham Brahmasmi. So I am the Supreme Brahman and I am the identical with the Lord. This kind of false conception, Prabhupada is saying, this kind of I am the identical with the Lord. What is here saying? I am the identical to the Lord. The meaning of okay, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the identical to the Lord. This kind of false conception in which one thinks himself the supreme enjoyer is a kind of illusion. That is what Prabhupada is again reminding all of us. So if you think that I am identical to the Lord, okay, that is basically illusion. It is described elsewhere in Srimad Bhagavatam, where in 5th canto, 5th chapter in 8th, what is that is mentioned? Janasya Maho Yam Ham Mameti. As explained in the this verse, above verse, Lord Sankarshna is the predominating deity of all the false conception. Okay. So Krishna confirms this in Bhagavad Gita. What is that Krishna is telling? Let us understand. Sarvasva chapam hrudi sanni vishto matta smutir jnana mapohanam cha. I am seated in everyone's heart. Okay. Krishna is sitting in everyone's heart. And from me, what is coming? Remembrance is coming. From him, knowledge is coming. From him, forgetfulness is coming. Now, Lord is situated in everyone's heart as Sankarshana. And when a demon thinks himself one with the Supreme Person, when a demon person thinks himself one with the Supreme Lord, the Lord keeps him in that darkness. If I am thinking that, okay, if I am thinking that I am one with the Supreme Lord, I will become Supreme Lord. Okay, then what is that? Okay, the Lord will continue giving that forgetfulness. Although such demonic living entity is only insignificant part of Supreme Lord. So what is that? We are very insignificant. So he forgets his true position and thinks that he is one, he is the Supreme Lord. So this forgetfulness is who is giving? Lord is giving, Lord Ananta is giving to all of us. Why he is giving that forgetfulness? Because we won't enjoy in this world. Why won't I enjoy? Because we have a tendency to enjoy. That is the reason Lord has sent all of us to here. So we started enjoying. At the same time, we think that we are equal to Lord. So he will continue giving that forgetfulness. Because of this forgetfulness, is created by Sankarshna. See here, Prabhupada is very clearly writing. Because of this forgetfulness, is created by Sankarshna. He is sometimes called Tamasi. But the name Tamasi does not indicate that he is a material body. Generally, when we think that he is a Tamasi, means we think material body. But no, immediately Prabhupada is clarifying all of us. How he is clarifying? He is always transcendental. But because he is a super soul of Lord Shiva. How he is saying he is super soul of Lord Shiva? One second.
Prabhu, we are not able to hear you, Prabhu.
Yeah, one second. He is always, one second. So the name Tamasi does not indicate that he is a material body. He is always transcendental. But because he is a super soul of Lord Shiva. Why here Prabhupada is saying super soul of Lord Shiva? Because Shiva is worshipping, okay, Ananta, Sankarshna. So Shiva's, okay, is worshipping Ananta. Ananta. That is the reason he is saying he is the super soul of Lord Shiva, who must perform tamasic activities. Sankarshna is sometimes called tamasi, but he is not tamasi. Okay, Hare Krishna. Hope it is clear. Hope my voice is clear for everyone.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
Prabhu, very clear, Prabhu.
So we can continue in this. So I think we all understood what is that we are saying. So here he is the super soul for Lord Shiva. He is the one who is giving forgetfulness. And because of that reason, we are able to enjoy in this material world. So once we enjoy, at one day, we will get here from the souls like the devotees like you all and Siksha Gurus like Balagovinda Prabhu and His Grace Lilananda Prabhu. And we will get to know that we are not here. We are actually Das, okay, Das for Ananta, okay, or Krishna or Balaram, okay, we will get to know. And then we will start making our journey towards becoming original real Das. Hare Krishna. So till that we will have the mood of forgetfulness. That is what we are seeing here. So let's continue here. So Sekadeva Goswami is continued. What is it he is saying here? Let's understand. This great universe, see here. Yesterday we have seen, Lilananda Prabhu has explained. How many planetary we have? We have 14 planets. And each planet is very, very big. And this great universe is situated on the Lord's Ananta Deva's thousands of hoods. He appears just like a white mustard seed. వైట్ మస్టర్డ్ సీడ్ అంటే ఏంటి ఒక ఆవగింజలాగా జస్ట్ లైక్ హౌ మస్టర్డ్ సీడ్ ఈస్ దేర్ నో ఓకే ఆవగింజ మనకు తెలుసు కదా ఎలా ఉంటుంది. Just like a ఆవగింజ లాగా it is sitting on the thousands of woods. Just like how, what is the size of mustard seed? Prabhuji's Mataji's, it's very small, no? It's very insignificant, no? When you see a mustard seed, yeah. So that mustard seed is sitting, okay. This entire universe is just like a 14 planets, the entire system is like a mustard seed. It's sitting on one hood of Anantadeva's thousands of hoods. It is infinitial compared to the hood of Lord Ananta. We can't imagine. See, when yesterday Prabhuji, Lilananda Prabhu is explaining, we were wondering, we were shocking actually. Okay, we wondered that how helix planets also have so much wealth, and there is no sun, moon required over there. And on the hoods, there is some diamonds are there. Okay, and with that, okay, um, okay, the light is coming, and we see there are so much wealth. Okay, so much wealth, so much gold, and they are enjoying so much. Okay, they are enjoying so much. So whatever you heard, and it is all just like a mustard seed. We can understand how big Anantadeva is. Okay, so there is no puppet. Prabhupada has not given any puppet. So we'll continue here. At the time of devastation, so when the Lord Anantadeva desires to destroy the entire creation, he becomes slightly angry. So what Vyasadeva is telling, at the time of devastation, when he wants to devastate this entire 14 planets, okay, at the end of the lifetime of Brahma, okay, when the Lord Anantadeva desires to destroy the entire creation, he becomes slightly angry, it seems. Okay, with his angry, okay, from the between his two eyebrows, okay, between the eyebrows of Ananta, okay, appears third eye Rudra. Rudra appeared, it seems, carrying his trident. Trident ante telusu kada, Trishulam. So who born? Third eye Rudra born. The Rudra who is known as Sankarshana. Okay, the Rudra who is known as Sankarshana is embodiment of 11 Rudras, or incarnation of Lord Shiva. It seems from Shiva 11 Rudras come, it seems. He appears in order of devastation the entire creation. He appears in order to devastation it. Okay, to demolish this entire creation. Okay. Now, in each creation, let's understand the purport. In each creation, the living entities are given a chance to close their business as a conditional soul. What is our business, Prabhuji's Matajis? What is our business? What is our business? What is our business is to close, okay, to close their business of the condition. What is that? When they misuse this opportunity, okay, okay, our business is not to come back to this material world again. And that is our business. That is our true business. Okay, but what happens, we misuse this opportunity, whatever opportunity we got, and do not go back to home, back to Godhead. But what we do, okay, we again take the butt here. So Lord Sankarshana becomes angry. Because of that reason, he is getting angry. Hare, okay, we have created this 14 planetary system, and there is so much opportunity is given to these conditional souls. What happened? They literally only enjoy it by moving from, okay, they take birth in this planet, or going to heavenly planet and coming back to earth, and again going to hellish planets and enjoying. How many years? Crores of years. Not 1 year, 2 years, crores of years, hundreds of crores of years. Okay, Lord Sankarsana becomes angry because we are not realizing. See here, the 11 Rudras expands of Lord Shiva. Okay, the 11 Rudras are expansion of Lord Shiva, comes out of Lord Sankarshana's eyebrow. It's coming from eyebrows of Sankarshana due to his angry mood, and all of them together destroy or devastate this entire creation. That is what happens. Hope it is clear, Prabhuji's Matajis. It's very simple language. Okay. Any questions? Anything which is not clear, please stop immediately. Hare Krishna. So I'm continuing here, section 2. So where here beauty of Lord Ananta is going to be explained here. Now here the beauty of Lord Ananta is explained here. Let us understand. Okay, the pink transparent toenails of the Lord Lotus feet are exactly like a valuable gems polished to a mirror finish. When the unalloyed devotees and the leaders of the snakes offer their obeisance to the Lord Sankarsana with a great devotion, they become very joyful upon seeing their own beautiful faces reflect of his toenails. Their cheeks are decorated with a glittering earrings, and the beauty of their faces is extremely pleasing to see. What is that we are understanding here? When there are servants, or devotees of Lord Ananta who are serving Lord Ananta over here. Now, when they offer their obeisances, what is that they are seeing? They are seeing toenails, means the leg. On that leg, the toenails are there. No, so when they see the toenails, no, they are able to see themselves very clearly. So how beautiful Lord Ananta, when can you imagine? Yeah. So when they see the Lord Ananta on their toenails, no, okay, their cheeks, they are able to see their cheeks also very clearly. Their cheeks are decorated with clear glittering earrings, it seems. So when the servants of or the devotees of Lord Ananta is offering, obeisances, they are able to see their earrings, their cheeks, their decorated glittering earrings, and the beauty of their faces. Okay, when they see the beauty of their faces, they are also very happy. So we can understand even the toenails are such a beautiful, we can understand Prabhuji's Mataji's. So we can understand how. See here, okay, Lord Ananta has two forms. One form is in the snake form where he is holding it. That is what we have seen. And he is also holding the human form also. That is what we have to see. He is also has human form also. So yesterday I tried to hear his grace. Radhesham Prabhuji session on some of the slokas of 5.25 this chapter. So here Radhesham Prabhu is clearly saying Lord Ananta has a two forms. One is like Adiseshi form, another one he has a human form also. Okay, Prabhuji's Mataji's. So with this I will move on. So the next sloka, sloka number 5. Lord Ananta Lord Ananta's arms are attractively long. See here, Lord Ananta's arms are attractively very long, it seems. Beautifully decorated with bangles. See here, Lord Ananta's hands are also decorated with the bangles and beautifully and completely spiritual. So even Lord Ananta is spiritual and also his hands are spiritual. His body, entire body is spiritual and his bangles also spiritual. And they are white and so appear like a silver columns. Okay, when the beautiful princesses of serpent kings, okay, there are serpent kings are there, right? So they have daughters. They are being called as a princesses, hoping for the Lord auspicious blessings. They would like to seek the blessings of Lord's auspicious blessing. Okay, what they are doing is smear his arms, with aguru pulp, and sandal pulp and kunkuma. The touch of his limbs awakens a lusty desires within them. So they are touching, they are doing the blessings. Okay, they are putting on the arms. What is that they are putting? Sandal pulp, and agaru pulp and kunkuma. They are putting on the limbs, it seems. Understanding their minds. So they got some lusty desires. So it means these lusty desires were there even at the soul level. But at our body level, at the soul level is completely different. And that is at a completely transcendental. That is what Prabhupada explains in Puppet. So let's wait a little. Understanding their minds, Lord looks at the princesses with a merciful smile and they become bashful, realizing that he know their desires. Then they smile beautifully. They smile beautifully and look upon the Lord's lotus face. Okay, with a beautified by reddish eyes. How Lord's eyes are reddish eyes, rolling slightly from intoxication and delighted by love of his devotees. Because of his love on the devotees, the eyes are rolling slightly from the intoxication and delighted. by the love. That is what is being explained here by Vyasadeva. Okay, so let us understand what Srila Prabhupada is explaining on the puppet. See here, Prabhupada is very clearly explaining here. So when the males and females touch each other bodies, their lusty desires naturally awaken. It appears from this verse that there is a similar sensation in spiritual bodies. Okay, both the Lord Ananta and the woman giving him the pleasure had a spiritual bodies. See here, let us understand it very clearly and carefully. This sloka and puppet is very important for us. Both Lord Ananta and the woman giving him a pleasure had a spiritual bodies. So whoever is putting the pulp, no, or has a spiritual body, and Lord Ananta also has a spiritual body. Thus, all the sensations originally exist in the spiritual body. Okay. Thus, all the sensation originally exist in the spiritual body. This is confirmed in the Vedanta Sutra. So, what it is saying, Vedanta Sutra, Janma de Asya Yataha. Okay. Sri Vasudeva, Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura has commented in this connection that the word Adi means Adi Rasa, the original lusty feeling, which is born from the Supreme. However, spiritual lust and material lust are completely different. Okay, here Prabhupada is further explaining. See, these particular humans have lust, and there is a lust over there. But the difference between lust is completely different. Just like a gold and iron. Only one who is very highly elevated in the spiritual realization can understand the lusty feeling exchanged between Radha and Krishna. Only one is who is very highly elevated in the spiritual realization can understand the lusty feelings of exchange between Radha and Krishna, or between Krishna and the damsels of Vraja. Therefore, unless one is very experienced, see, let us understand very carefully. Therefore, unless one is very experienced and advanced in spiritualization, unless we are reached there, it is forbidden to discuss the lusty feelings of Krishna and the gopis. So if you try to understand what happens, we think that this is just like a mundane lust. No, that is not mundane lust. However, if one is a sincere and pure devotee, the material lust in his heart is completely vanquished, and they discuss the lusty feelings between the gopis and Krishna. And he makes a quick progress in spiritual life. See here, what Prabhupada is telling here, if one is sincere, if one is sincere, then the materialist in his heart, I have a materialist in my heart, is completely vanquished. It will be vanquished. But when he discuss the feelings between when I understand the relation between the gopis and Krishna and Srimati Radharani and Krishna, and he makes a quick progress in my spiritual life. Okay, but that I have to listen from the discipline succession only. See here, in this material world, what is our lusty feelings? Our lusty feelings on another other. If it is male, female. If it is female, on male. For wife and husband. For husband, it is on wife. Okay, that is a lusty feeling. But in spiritual, but everything at the pleasure of Krishna or at the pleasure of Ananta only. And they themselves do not have any feelings to enjoy. Okay, that is a spiritual lust. Okay, so yesterday Radhesham Prabhuji said, okay, so there is a question here. Okay, in spiritual world there are gopas, there is gopis. Do they have gopas? Yes. They have gopis? Yes. So do the gopis and gopas enjoy each other? Okay, so when they go to very corner and discuss each other, they, they try to talk only between those two. Okay, a gopa and gopi are talking each other. Okay, in a corner of Vrindavan or in a Vaikunta or Golaka, talking each other. What is it they are talking each other? Okay, they are talking each other. So how to give pleasure to Krishna? That is what yesterday Radhesham Prabhuji is explaining. That is what is spiritual lust when compared to the material lust. So when we understand the love between the Radha and Krishna and Radha and Gopis, and Krishna and Gopis, that is what we realize. The lust, okay, the material lust will disappear. That is what we are trying to understand from the translated purport here. Okay, hope it is clear. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, hope it is clear. This is slightly a tricky translation, a tricky purport. So every time we get this doubt, okay, saying that is there sixth life is there in Goloka, okay, and what kind of life is there? Is this male and female relationship is there in Goloka, okay, or Vaikunta, or it is here only, and all such discussions are there. So Prabhupada and Vyasadeva has given very good translations here for us. Okay, Hare Krishna. Hope it is clear. So what is spiritual lust? What is material lust? Hope we understood. Okay. So I assume everyone understood. Anybody wants to read this translation? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'll read.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you.
Translation. Lord Sankarshana is the ocean of unlimited spiritual qualities, and thus he is known as Ananta Deva. He is non-different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. For the welfare of all living entities within this material world, he resides in his abode, restraining his anger and intolerance. Purport also, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Anantadeva's main mission is to dissolve this material creation, but he checks his anger and intolerance. This material world is created to give the conditioned souls another chance to go back home, back to Godhead. But most of them do not take the advantage of this facility. After the creation, they again exercise their old propensity for lording it over the material world. These activities of the conditioned soul anger souls anger Anantadeva, and he desires to destroy the entire material world. Yet, because he is the supreme personality of Godhead, he is kind towards us and checks his anger and intolerance. Only at certain times he express his anger and destroys the material world. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Wonderful reading. Thank you. Haribol. So let's understand this. Anantadeva main mission is to dissolve the material creation, but he checks his anger and intolerance. The material world is created to give a conditional souls another chance to go back to home. So this material world is created. Again, here Prabhupada is very clearly straight away point. This material world is created. Okay, what is the purpose of creating this material world? For the conditional souls, he is giving another chance to go back to home, back to Godhead. But most of them do not take the advantage of this facility. See, if you ask anybody, very senior people also, okay, sir, why do you think like we take a birth? Why do you think we came to this world? No answer. Other than the people who join the ISKCON and understand this philosophy, okay, with the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, you won't get any answer actually. I tried to question this particular, put this question. So many senior folks, okay, when there were visits. So why do you think, what do you think the purpose of this life? Nobody has any clear answer. See here, Bhagavatam is giving the answer. Okay, Srila Prabhupada is giving an answer for us. This material world is created to give these conditional souls another chance to go back home. Nobody realizes this. First of all, nobody understands this. Nobody comes to this, reads this, understands this, and ultimately put the practice in the life. That is the most important thing. Conditional souls another chance to go back home, back to Godhead. But most of them do not take the advantage of this facility. But sometimes we here, okay, understanding this philosophy, but we have to ask ourselves how much effort we are putting to go back to Godhead. What is the percent of time we are spending to go back to Godhead every day? How much time we are spending? That we have to ask ourselves. But understanding this much philosophy and having this much of mercy, okay, from our Guru Parampara, we have to question ourselves at least. Okay, after the creation, they again exercise, okay, their old, okay, propensity for lording it over the material world. These activities of the conditional source anger Anantadeva, and he decides to destroy the entire material world. See what after creation, they again means we all exercise their old propensity of lording it over the material world. What is it we are doing? We are lording on the material world. This belongs to me, that belongs to you. This all belongs to me. We are lording this material. This is my state, this is my city, this is my land. Okay, this is my country. We are lording the material world. But such activities, such kind of activities have the condition souls anger Anantadeva. And he decides to destroy the entire material world. Yes, yet because he is a supreme person of the Godhead. Who is? He is a supreme person of the Godhead. He is a kind towards us and checks his anger, controls his anger and intolerance. Only at certain times, okay, does he express his anger and do destroy material world. He will, even though he gets angry, he will not destroy. So when the time appears, then only he will destroy. Okay. Hare Krishna. Let's move on. Sloka number, next sloka, sloka 7. Prabhuji, one of you may confirm, are we going in good progress? Okay, is the voice, everything is good? Are you able to little follow? Hope everybody able to follow. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Okay, here Sukadeva Goswami is continuing. The demigods, okay, the demigods, the demons, the Urgas, okay, the Urgas. Who are the Urgas? Urgas means what? The serpentine demigods, okay, Siddhis, the Gandharvas, the, okay, okay, Vidyadharas, and the many highly elevated sages constantly offer prayers to the Lord Ananta. Okay, that is what Sukadeva Goswami is continue telling. All these, okay, variety of, okay, devotees are continuously praying Lord Ananta because he is intoxicated. The Lord looks bewildered and his eyes appear like a flowers in a full bloom, move to and fro. He pleases his personal devotees. What is that he do? He always pleases his personal associate, the heads of the demigods, by his sweet vibrations emanating from his mouth. Dressed in, okay, here, Vyasadeva and Sukadeva Goswami is telling us. He is dressed in a bluish garments. Okay. What is that? What is his dress? He is dressed in bluish garment and wearing a single earring. Okay. He is wearing a single earring, it seems. He holds a plow on his back. On his back, what is there? Plow is there. Plow ante Nagali. తెలుసు కదా మనకి Nagali. On his back with his two beautiful and well constructed hands. Okay, he has a nice two hands. He has very long hands. He has, and he is wearing is in bluish garment. Okay, and he holds flow. That is the reason when Balarama, he is, what is his favorite thing? Favorite Aida is his flow. Yeah, appearing as white, as heavenly King Indra, he wears a golden belt around his waist. Okay, these all how the Ananta Sesha is looks like. Here the Vyasadeva and Sukadeva Goswami is explained to us. He wears a golden belt around his waist. At his waist, it seems he is wearing a golden belt, and a Vaijayanti garland also he is wearing. Okay, and we know that Vaijayanti garland is ever fresh. Okay, ever fresh tulasi blossoms around his neck. Ever fresh tulasi is also blossoming around his neck. Okay, bees intoxicated by his honey-like fragrance of tulasi flowers. Okay, hum very sweetly around his garland. So around his garland, it seems what is there? Bees are there, it seems. So which thus becomes more and more beautiful because bees are there. He is looking very, very beautiful. In this way, Lord enjoys his very magnanimous pastimes. So how Lord is looking, we understood very little. It's very difficult to understand, very difficult for us to imagine. Okay, we have to pray Lord Ananta to get some visibility. Okay, that is what is required. So now we are moving to the next sloka, sloka number 8. So in persons, if persons who are very serious, okay, if somebody is very serious about liberated from the material life, hear the glories of Anantadeva from the mouth of spiritual master in the chain of disciplic succession. What is Sukadeva Goswami is telling here? If somebody is literally is very serious, if he wants to have a liberation from this material world, what is that he has to do? He or she has to do? He has to hear the glories of Anantadeva. But where he has to hear? Not just from somebody. he has to hear from the mouth of his spiritual master, not some spiritual master, but that spiritual master should be chain of disciplic succession. Who's telling this to all of us? Sukadeva Goswami is telling us. So we are directly hearing from Sukadeva Goswami. Okay, he is under disciplic succession of Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva Guru is Narada Maharshi. Narada Maharshi Guru is Brahmadev. Okay, and again Srila Prabhupada. Okay, from Sukadeva Maharshi, Vyasadeva, Sukadeva Goswami, and Vyasadeva has drafted everything. So from there, Srila Prabhupada has drafted all parampara. Okay, from Guru Parampara, we got all this knowledge. That is what we are hearing. So this is all Sukadeva Goswami telling, not hearing from somebody. You have to hear from disciplic succession. That is very important, Prabhuji's Matajis. So if they are always meditate upon Sankarsana, Lord enters in the core of their hearts. Okay, how we get liberated? Here the process is telling. Okay, if we hear that, then the Lord is entering. Always meditate upon Sankarsana, that the Lord enters in the core of their hearts, vanquishes the dirty contamination of the material modes of nature. What does he do? He vanquishes, he removes, he cleans, he takes it off. What is it he takes off? Dirty contamination of the material modes of nature. Okay, and cuts to pieces the hard knot of within the heart. Okay, he will cut the pieces. Okay, what is there at heart? That material modes. Okay, that attitude he will cut. Okay, which has been tied tightly. Okay, that knot, it seems, which is very tightly tied for us since the time of immortal by the desires to dominate the material nature through the fruitive activities. Because we came here, we want to do fruitive activities, we want to do karma kanda, and then we want to enjoy. So all that thing, when we hear the glories of Ananta from disciplic section, he will enter into our heart, he will cut those knots. That is what here Sukadeva Goswami is telling to all of us. So how important for us to glorify Ananta Dev. See, we all glorifying Ananta Dev so many times. Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay, so Narada Muni, the son of Lord Brahma, always glorify Ananta Deva in his father's assembly. Okay, so he goes to Brahma's assembly. Okay, he will glorify, it seems. There he sings blissful verses of his own composition, accompanied by his stringed instrument known as tumburu. So he is doing with tumburu. Okay, he is the another celestial singer with the tumburu. He always glorify Ananta. Where does he glorify? He is glorified at his father's Brahma's assembly. Okay, so that is what here Sukadeva Goswami is telling. So let us understand the purport. None of these descriptions of Lord Ananta, they were imaginary. Whatever you heard now are imaginary. They are all transcendently blissful and full of actual knowledge. However, unless one hears them directly from bona fide spiritual master in the line of discipline section, one cannot understand them. This knowledge is delivered to Narada by Lord Brahma. And the greatest saint Narada, along with his composition, Tumburu, distributes it all over to universe. How Lord Narada is giving along with Tumburu, he is distributing his knowledge which he got from Brahma to enter this universe. That is what here Prabhupada is telling. The Vaishnavas, okay, here now Prabhupada is further explaining. The Vaishnavas in Gaudiya Sampradaya, okay, which we all belongs to the discipline succession stemming from Lord Brahma. Where is our succession? Is coming from Lord Brahma. Here Prabhupada is emphasizing, again reconfirming us. So don't worry. The where you are in the Sampradaya, this is coming from Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma is spiritual master of of Narada. Narada is a spiritual master of Vyasadeva. And Vyasadeva wrote Srimad Bhagavatam as a commentary of Vedanta Sutra. So don't worry, you are in a right boat. That is what Prabhupada is reconfirming to all of us. When Sukadeva Goswami is telling that, like, you have to hear this from discipline section immediately. Okay, immediately. Okay. Srila Prabhupada is confirming to us, don't worry, we're in that succession. Therefore, all the devotees of Gaudiya Sampradaya accepts the activities of Lord Ananta related to Srimad Bhagavatam as authentic. And they are thus benefited by going back to back Godhead. So what is the benefit for us? Once we hear, once we chant Lord Ananta's name, we will go back to Godhead. That is a benefit. Here Prabhupada is telling to all of us. The contamination in the heart of the conditional soul is like a huge accumulation of garbage. See, the contamination in the heart of the conditional soul is like a huge accumulation of garbage. We have seen garbages, no? Some garbage is like a mountains. It is our contamination is also like that. Okay, huge accumulation of garbage created by how this is created? This is created by three modes of material nature. Why three modes of material nature is created? Because we want that garbage. Prabhuji's Mataji's. We want that garbage. We want to live on the garbage. We want to enjoy on that garbage. Prabhuji's reason. These modes are created and the modes are acting on us. Very simple. It is very simple. You want to serve Krishna, you are Das. Otherwise, you are Das for this, your senses. It's very simple. Ultimately, you are a Das. Okay. And that is for divine couple or Das for your senses. That's up to us to decide. Okay. The three modes of material nature, especially the modes of Raza and Tamas, passion and ignorance. This contamination becomes manifest in the form of lusty desires. From that mountain of garbage, what is coming? Lusty desires are coming, and greed is coming of material possessiveness. Lusty desires and greed of material possessiveness is coming from that mountain of garbage. That mountain of garbage is created from the Rajogun and Tamogun. As confirmed herein, unless one receives the transcendental knowledge in disciplic section, there is no question of his becoming purified of this concordance. There is no question of taking of garbage. We cannot clean this garbage. Garbage looks like a mountain. Okay, but that how that mountain will slowly will reduce. Okay, once we are there, once we hear this knowledge from a discipline section, unless you are not in discipline section, there is no question of purifying of this contamination. That is of Vyasadeva is telling, okay, Sukadeva Goswami is telling, and Srila Prabhupada is telling to all of us. Hare Krishna, how fortunate we are. So this knowledge you all know, but like again, Sunday morning, we have to hear so that we will have a right consciousness for this entire week. Yeah, that is the reason. His Grace Lilananda Prabhu is asking us to go through these Bhagavatam sessions on Saturday and Sunday. Prabhuji's Mataji's. And you are also grateful you all joined. So we are going to the next sloka, sloka number 9. By his glance, the Supreme Person of the Godhead enables the modes of material nature to act as a causes of the universal creation, maintenance, and destruction. So how it is happening? By his glance, the Supreme Person of the Godhead enables the modes of material nature to act as a cause of universal creation. Okay, by his glance, these are all happening. Universal creation, universal maintenance, universal destruction. The Supreme Soul is ultimately unlimited. The Supreme Soul is unlimited and beginless. Absolutely. And although he is one, he has manifested himself in many forms. So how can a human society understand the ways of Supreme? So it's simply not possible. Okay, to understand the glories of Ananta Deva is not possible to understand. That is what here Sukadeva Goswami is telling to Parikshit Maharaj. Okay, let's understand here. From the Vedic literature, we learn that when a
Can I
Supreme
read,
Lord.
Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji, please, Prabhu. Please, Prabhu.
Sorry to interrupt. You are in
Yeah,
the flow. I
yeah,
just
yeah,
want to read
Prabhu. Yes,
since
yes,
I
Prabhu.
joined. That is dissatisfaction. If I don't read or if I do something, if I don't do something, I feel something. So that's the reason I'm asking. So
Yes, yes, Prabhuji,
sorry
please,
to
please.
interrupt.
Please, Prabhu,
Sorry to
please.
interrupt.
No, 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 Prabhu, please, Prabhu.
Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Purport. From Vedic literature, we'll learn that when the Supreme Lord glances Sa aikshata over the material energy. The three modes of material nature become manifest and create material variety. Before he glances over the material energy, there is no possibility of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of the material world. The Lord existed before the creation, and consequently he is eternal and unchanging. Therefore, how can any human being, however great a scientist or philosopher he may be, understand the ways of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Question mark. The following quotations from Chaitanya Bhagavata, Adi Khanda 1.48 to 52 and 1.58 to 69
Mm.
tell of the glories of Lord Ananta.
Mm.
Ki Brahma ki Shiva ki Shanakadi Kumara Vyasa Sukha Naradadi Bhakta Namayana. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, the four Kumaras, Sanaka Sanatana Sananda and Sanat Kumara, Vyasadeva, Sukadeva Goswami and Narada are all pure devotees, eternally servants of the Lord. Sabara Pujita Shri Ananta Mahashaya Sahasravadana Prabhu Bhakti Rasamaya. Lord Sri Ananta, he is worshipped by all the uncontaminated devotees mentioned above. He has thousands of hoods and is the reservoir of all devotional service.
Mm.
Adi Deva Mahayogi Ishvara Vaishnava Mahimara Anta Inha Na Jana Esaba. Lord Ananta is the original person and the great mystic controller. At the same time, he is a servant of God, a Vaishnava. Since there is no end to his glories, no one can understand him fully.
Mm.
Haribol. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Actually, this sloka is a slightly bigger, Prabhu, and it has so many other slokas. So I request you or somebody to read the sloka and translation also, Prabhu. And this is all glorification of Lord Ananta, which is mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavata. Okay, where it is Adi Kanda, where His Grace Giriraja's um, Prabhu, Sri Giriraja Prabhu mentioned, it is mentioned in these slokas. Wonderful reading, Prabhu. See, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and four Kumaras, Vyasadeva and Sukadeva Goswami and Narada are all pure devotees and eternal servants of Lord. Lord Sri Ananta is worshipped by all uncontaminated devotees mentioned above. Okay, he has the thousands of words and the reservoir of all devotional service. Okay, so in this way, in Chaitanya Bhagavata, okay, Lord Ananta has been glorified. Okay, so let's move to the next. Let us read all these slokas. If it is fine, Giriraj Prabhu, please read slokas and translation, Prabhu. You're reading
Yeah,
very.
ఎన్ని పేర్లు నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్ కూడా ఒకసారి
ఇంకొకటి
ఇవ్వండి.
అంతే ప్రభు ఈ రెండు స్లైడ్స్ ఉంది ప్రభు అంతే.
యా కొన్ని చేస్తాను దెన్ ఈ
Yeah.
మాతది కూడా బాగానే చేస్తుంది దీప మాతది కూడా. ఓకే, లెట్ హర్
మాతాజీ yes.
లెట్ మీ డూ ఫస్ట్ 3 దెన్
Okay.
ఓవర్ టు హర్.
Yeah.
సేవన సునీల ఎబే సున తాకురాల ఆత్మతాండ్రయే నమతే వైశేన పాతాల. I have already spoken to you of his service to the Lord. Whose service? Lord Anantashesha's service to the Lord. Now here, how the self-sufficient Anantadeva exists in the lower planetary system of Patala.
Mm.
Srinarada Gosani Tumburu Kari Sange Seyashe Gayena Brahmastane Sloka Bande. Bearing his stringed instrument, the Tumburu, on his shoulders, the great sage Narada Muni always glorifies Lord Ananta. Narada Muni has composed many transcendental verses in praise of the Lord.
Mm.
Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Satvadi Yata Guna Yandra Drishti Patehaya Yaya Puna Puna. Simply, due to the glance of Lord Ananta, the three material modes of nature interact and produce creation, maintenance, and annihilation. These modes of nature appear again and again. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhu. See here, it is very clearly saying, okay, simply due to the glance of Lord Ananta, three material modes of nature interacts and produce creation, maintenance, and annihilation. three modes of nature appears again and again, again and again, again and again. Yeah, that is what even Chaitanya Bhagavata is also telling. Hare Krishna, Deepa Mataji, or anybody wants to read? No, the next two want to. Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
Even Advitiya Ninja.
I got Mataji. Advitiya Ninja.
Advitiya Rupa Satya Anadi Mahatva Tathapi Ananta Ya Ke Bujhe Se Satatva. What is this? The Lord is glorified as one. Second, it's too small a font. I'm not able to see. Yeah. The Lord is glorified as one without a second and as the supreme truth who has no beginning. Therefore, he is called Anantadev, unlimited. Who can understand him? Shuddha Sattva Murti Prabhu Dharina Karunaya Ye Vigrahe Sabara Prakashe Sulilaya. His form is completely spiritual and he manifests it only by his mercy. All the activities in this material world are conducted only in his form. Yanhara Taranga Sikhi Simha Mahavali Nija Jana Manoranje Hana Putuhali. He is very powerful and always prepared to please his personal associates and devotees. Ye Ananta Namera Shravana Sankirtane Yete Mate Kene Nahi Bole Yete Jane Ashesha Janmera Bandha Chinde Se Ikshane Ataiva Vaishnava Na Chade Kabhutane. If we simply try to engage in the congregational chanting of the glories of Lord Anantadev, the dirty things in our hearts accumulated during many births will immediately be washed away. Therefore, Vaishnava never loses an opportunity to glorify Anantadev. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji. Wonderful reading. Thank you. If we simply see, it's very, very clear. If we simply try to engage the congregational chanting of the glories of Lord Anantadeva, the dirty things in our hearts accumulated during many births will immediately washed away. Therefore, a Vaishnava never loses an opportunity to glorify Anantadeva. We will never lose opportunity. See, I'll just everybody know this. Okay, I'm just asking: are we all doing congregational chanting, right? Yeah. So, are we glorifying Lord Anantadeva in our chanting? Hare Krishna. We are glorifying, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Balarama is Ananta. Yes. So we are glorifying every day. Okay. Hare Krishna. Let's move on. So if you hear this, it's very clearly saying, if you do the chanting, in the last sloka it is saying, okay, if you're chanting the glories of Lord Anantadeva, the dirty things in our hearts accumulated during many births will immediately washed away. Okay, so Vaishnavas should never lose this opportunity to glorify Anantadeva. So it's a self-explanatory, Prabhuji's Mataji's. Anybody wants to read? Hare Krishna.
If okay, I can read Prabhuji.
Please, Mataji. Deepa Mataji, please.
ఇంకా ఉన్నాయా?
ఇవే
ఇది
మాతాజీ
ఒకటి
అంతే
సార్?
ఇవే లాస్ట్
ఇది సేమ్ పేజే కదా ప్రభుజీ? కాదా?
కాదు మాతాజీ,
ఇదే సేమ్ పేజ్ ప్రభుజీ. అద్వితీయ రూప సత్య ఇదే చదివాను.
ఒక్క నిమిషం మాతాజీ, ఒక్క నిమిషం. అయితే మనం ఇక్కడ చదివేసినట్టున్నాం. ఓకే, లార్డ్ అనంత కంటిన్యూస్. ఒక్క నిమిషం మాతాజీ, ఇది చదివారు మాతాజీ మీరు, ఇది చదవాలి ఇప్పుడు. ఓకే, టు ద వెరీ డే లార్డ్ అనంత కంటిన్యూస్ టు చాంట్ గ్లోరిఫై శ్రీ చైతన్య.
ప్రభుజీ స్క్రీన్ ఇస్ నాట్ చేంజింగ్.
ఓ ఇస్ ఇట్?
యా,
ఫ్రోజన్ అయిందేమో.
నేను స్టాప్ చేసి మళ్ళీ షేర్ చేస్తాను మాతాజీ. 1 సెకండ్, అదే ప్రాబ్లం. ఒకసారి ఫ్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. హరే కృష్ణ, ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు సీ నౌ?
yes ప్రభుజీ.
ఓకే,
గిరీష్ ప్రభు మీరు కూడా చేస్తారా కొన్ని? Do you want to do?
I will do next 3. And after this one, I will wrap up, Prabhu. Okay, my late అయిపోతుంది నాకు.
Sorry.
సరేనా?
Sure.
Okay,
ఫస్ట్ మీరు చేయండి ప్రభుజీ గారు.
let me do. శేషాబాయి సంసేరేరా సంసారేరా గతి నాహి ఆరా అనంతేరా నామే సర్వ జీవేరా ఉద్ధారా. Lord Anantadeva is known as Shesha, the unlimited end, because he ends our passage through his material world. Simply by chanting his glories, everyone can be liberated. Ananta Prithvi Giri Samudra Sahite, Ye Prabhu Dharena Gire Palana Karite. On his head, Anantadeva sustains the entire universe with its millions of planets containing enormous oceans and mountains. Sahasra Panara Eka Pane Bindu Yena, Ananta Vikrama Najanena Achehena. Achayena. He is so large and powerful that this universe rests on one of his hoods just like a drop of water. It does not know where it is. So these are the verses from Chaitanya Bhagavata Prabhu.
Yes.
This one written by our Acharya, one of the Acharya called Vrindavan Das Thakur,
Huh.
glorifying Lord Ananta Shesha. Prabhupada pointed out specifically to remembering these verses from Chaitanya Bhagavata in connection with Bhagavatam glorifying, Lord Anantadev.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
I will drop off. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhuji. Deepa Mataji, you just complete
Yes,
these three.
सहस्रवदने कृष्णयश निरन्तर गायते अच्छेनादि देव महिधर. While bearing the universe on one of his hoods, Anantadev chants the glories of Krishna with each of his thousands of mouths. गायेनानन्त श्रिय शेर नाही अन्त जय भंग नाही करु दोन्हे बलवंता. Although he has been chanting the glories of Lord Krishna since time immemorial, he has still not come to their end. अद्यापिह शेषादेव सहस्र श्रीमुखे गायेन चैतन्य यश ant nahi dekhe. To this very day, Lord Ananta continues to chant the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and still he finds no end to them. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Wonderful. Wonderful reading, both of you. See here, while bearing the universe on his one of his hood, he has thousands of hoods. In that one hood, this universe is sitting. Anantadeva chants the glories of Krishna with each of his thousands of mouth. What is that he is doing? He is doing glorifying Krishna, Lord Krishna. That is what he is doing. So although he has been chanting the glories of Lord Krishna since the time is immemorial, he is still not come to their end. He will continuously, okay, chants, okay, the glories of Krishna. Okay, to this very day, Lord Ananta continues to chant the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and still he finds no end to him. Lord Ananta is continuing to chant the glories of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, and still he finds no end to them. So there is no end. So with his thousands of heads, he is glorifying Lord Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is what Chaitanya Bhagavata is telling. Okay, this is really wonderful sloka and purports. Everybody has to read, okay, and understand, okay, the translations, which is this sloka number. Okay, one second. Sloka number 9. Hare Krishna. Let's move to the sloka number 10. This manifestation of a subtle and gross matter exists with a supreme person of the Godhead. The manifestation of subtle and gross matter exists within the supreme person of the Godhead. Out of causeless mercy towards his devotees, he exhibits various forms, which are all transcendental. Okay. Overall, the Krishna has so many forms, right? That is what he's telling here. He has so many transcendental forms. The supreme, all these transcendental forms came, okay, to give the to have the Krishna Katha. Yeah, the Supreme Lord is most liberal, and he possesses all mystic power to conquer the minds of his devotees. Okay, to conquer the minds of his devotees and give the pleasure of their hearts, he appears in different incarnation and manifests in many pastimes. Why he is taking many forms here? Okay, Sukadeva Goswami is telling, to conquer the minds of his devotees. Okay, he wants to attract his devotees' minds and give the pleasure to their hearts. So when we're reading Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, don't we get the pleasure? We do get the pleasure in our hearts. So he appears in a different incarnation. When in Bhagavatam we see so many incarnations and manifest many pastimes. He's doing so many pastimes so that we all get attractions to Krishna. That is why he's doing. Yeah. So here Jiva Goswami has translated this verse as follows. The Supreme Person of the Godhead is a cause of all causes. We heard this many times. In his, it is by his will that gross and subtle, okay, ingredients interact. Okay, he appears in various incarnations just to please the hearts of the pure devotees. For example, Supreme Lord appeared in the transcendental incarnation of Lord Varaha. We all know that. Okay, Supreme Lord is appeared as a transcendental incarnation of Lord Varaha, just to please whom? To please his devotees by lifting the planet Earth from the Garbhodaka ocean. He has did, okay, this pastime. So that is all the pastime he did to please, okay, to please his devotees. That is what Jiva Goswami is telling to all of us. Okay, let's move to the next sloka, sloka number 11. uh, Even if he is distressed, okay, even if he is distressed or disregarded, any person who chants, see here, any person who chants the holy name of the Lord, having heard from the bona fide spiritual master, is immediately purified. Even if he chants the Lord's name, okay, here who is telling this is a true translation of Vyasdev has written. Okay, Sukadeva Goswami is telling this all of us. Let's listen very carefully. Even if he chants the Lord's name jokingly or by a chance, he had anyone who hears him are freed from all sins. Therefore, how can anyone seeking the okay disentanglement from the material clutches? We want to go out of these material clutches. Okay, avoid chanting the name of Lord Sesha. Okay, how can we avoid? Okay, chanting the Lord Sesha. Okay, of whom else? Okay, one take the shelter. Who else we can take the shelter apart from Lord Sesha, Lord Ananta? Is Sukadeva Goswami is glorifying like that. So we have to chant his names, his glories. That is what Sukadeva is Goswami is telling. Even by jokingly or by any chance, if you do, okay, that person is freed from all sins. Who is telling this? Sukadeva Goswami is telling to all of us. So there is no doubt, there is no doubt, there is no doubt on this. Hare Krishna. Let's move to the next sloka, sloka number 12. Hopefully the slides are moving. Mataji, Deepa Mataji, no?
Yes, Prabhuji, it's moving.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. So because the Lord is unlimited, no one can estimate his power. Okay, he's unlimited. We heard multiple times. This entire Bhuvana Bhandava of 14 planets, okay, he's holding under one hood. It's just like a mustard seed. Okay, so we can't understand his power. Okay. So Prabhuji's Mataji when these days what like examples I'm saying is this planet is just rotating. This rotating just like that, okay, from hundreds, thousands of millions of years. When we say that, when we give these examples, everybody is realizing, yeah, this is the power of God. Yes, nobody is making it running. Nobody is rotating it. Okay, yeah, God is there. When somebody says that, when somebody argues God is doesn't exist, one question is how this particular earth is rotating so accurately. Nobody could answer this question. Yeah, nobody could answer this question. How it is rotating? Who has given that energy? Okay, some gravitational force. Who has given that gravitational force? Nobody could answer. Yeah, this entire universe is filled with its many great mountains. See, this universe, this earth is filled with many great mountains, right? Rivers, oceans, trees, and living entities. Is resting just like an atom on one of his many thousands of hoods. Okay, this is just like an atom on one hood, and he has many thousands of hoods. Okay, is there anyone even with a thousands of tongues who can describe his glories? Okay, is there anyone even with a thousands of tongues, even if you have thousands of hoods, who can describe his glories? Is it possible for us? That is how Sukadeva Goswami is questioning. It is not possible for us to glorify. Okay, let's move to the next sloka, sloka number 13. There is no end to the great and glorify the qualities of the powerful Lord Anantadeva. Indeed, his proud prowess is unlimited. Though self-sufficient, He himself is a support of everything. He himself is a support of everything. Because we are sitting on the hood of Ananta. That is what every time we have to think. Where we are sitting, we are in this earth. This earth is there in this 14 planetary system. Where is 14 planetary system? Is it 14 planetary system is standing on or sitting on the hood of one hood of Ananta. That we have to remember always. Okay, he himself is the support of everything. He resides beneath of the lower planetary system and easily sustains the entire universe. He's sustaining this entire universe. Okay, we're moving to the next sloka, sloka number 14. Anybody wants to read? This is last but one sloka. Hare Krishna.
I'll read Prabhuji.
Okay, Mataji.
Translation. My dear king, as I heard of it, my spiritual master, I have fully described to you the creation of this material world according to the fruitive activities and desires of the conditioned souls. Those conditioned souls who are full of material desires achieve various situations in different planetary systems, and in this way they live within this material creation. Purport also, Prabhuji?
Yes, yes, Mataji, please.
In this regard, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur sings, Anadi karma phale padi abhavan varnava jale tari bare na dekhe upaya. My Lord, I do not know when I commenced my material life, but I can certainly experience that I have fallen in the deep ocean of nescience. Now I can also see that there is no other way to get out of it than to take shelter of your lotus feet. Similarly, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offers the following prayers. Ainanda tanuja kinkaranam patitam mam vishame bhavam budhau kripaya tava pada pankaja sthita dhuli satrisham vichintaya. My dear Lord, son of Nanda Maharaj, I am your eternal servant. Somehow or other, I have fallen into this ocean of nescience. Kindly, therefore, save me from this horrible condition of materialistic life. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, wonderful reading, Mataji. Shilpa Mataji, thank you very much. So here, okay, Bhakti Vinod Thakura is saying this. Let's understand this clearly. Bhakti Vinod Thakura is saying, oh my Lord, I do not know when I commenced my material life. So when I have started this material, commenced my material life, I don't know. But I certainly experienced that I have fallen in the deep ocean of nescience. In this horrible world, I am in a deep ocean. That I know. Now I can also see that there is no way to get out of it, than to take the shelter of your lotus feet. Okay. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying this. Okay. So that is the reason we have to take the shelter of Lord Ananta. And here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, what is it he is saying? My dear Lord, son of Nanda Maharaja, I am your eternal servant. Somehow or other, who is saying? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who himself is Krishna, is saying, I have fallen in this ocean of nescience. Kindly, therefore, save me from the horrible condition of this material world. Hare Krishna. This is what he is telling. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling? He is praying this, and also he is telling you have to pray like this. Hare Krishna. Let's move to the next sloka.
I can
Sloka
do
number.
Prabhupada.
Yeah, okay, Mataji, please.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear king, I have thus described how people generally act according to their different desires and as a result get different types of bodies in higher or lower planets. You inquired of these things from me, and I have explained to you whatever I have heard from authorities. What shall I speak of now? Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 15th canto, 25th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Glories of Lord Ananta. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Sukadeva Goswami is telling, I have thus described how people generally act according to their different desires. Okay, I have a desire. Okay, so based upon my desire, I get a different types of bodies. Okay, it could be in this planet, Bhuloka, or it could be in a higher planet or in a lower planet. So to get out of this world, you inquired on these things from me. Okay, I have explained to you whatever I heard from authorities. See here, Sukadeva Goswami himself is saying that this is not told by me. I have heard from authorities. See how it is important to all of us to hear from authorities. Sukadeva Goswami is telling that, saying that all these I have not told myself. I heard from authorities. What shall I speak now? From now, what is that I have to continue? You ask, I will explain. So thus ends of Bhakti Vedanta purpose of 5th canto, okay, 25th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam entitled The Glories of Lord Ananta. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. So with all devotees, okay, with all devotees help, we could read the translation purports of, okay, the glories of Ananta today. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. So if you have any questions, we can quickly discuss. Otherwise, we can close the call. So I know today is Sunday. There are so many services from you all. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. I just read the translations of purports. Okay, of Vyasadeva, Sukadeva Goswami, and Srila Prabhupada. Okay, nothing is of my own. Hare Krishna. Anybody wants to say any comments? Prabhuji's, Mataji's?
Thank you for the class, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for wonderful reading, Mataji. Thank you for joining. Thank you for everything. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Actually, yeah, I didn't read this chapter earlier. It was really wonderful. I heard that Lord Ananta has 1,000 mouths and he is reciting Lord's glories with even this. But this kind of explanation given by Prabhupada is really a lot better, and you explained it even more beautifully. Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Parampara.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mataji. Shilpa Mataji. Thank you. Thank you.
Hare
Everything.
Krishna,
Thank you for
Prabhuji,
everything.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. I think if there are no comments, we can close the call here, Mataji. Shilpa Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes,
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां भावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णववृन्द की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण
thank you.
थैंक यू
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
थैंक यू